everybody. I am going to show you how not to struggle to build a campfire. The wind is a little windy where I'm at, so it's not the perfect night to attempt this, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Over here behind me, I have my fire starters. I've fixed some brown paper bags, some dried kindling wood, and a lighter because we don't have matches. I also have some lighter fluid just as my backup plan. I know it seems like a simple task, but it's not always easy to get this going. So we're going to try it despite the wind. We're going to start by putting our paper in the bottom. And then I'm going to take this, kind of build like a teepee looking structure as best to my ability around the paper. And that's not going to work out so well. So I'm just going to lay it down beside there. And we are going to light in the middle and hope that the wind does not put this out. This is a good way to cook, have heat, to just relax for the night. The National Forestry Service or the Maine Forestry Service is a good place to get information. There's a backpacking magazine that has an article about this. You can also check with your local fire department. They're very informative. Once it's going really well, you will add some bigger dried wood to it, a little at a time so you don't smother it. Wet wood is just going to smoke and won't stay lit. So make sure you have some dry wood. If you're out on the side of a trail somewhere, you can find fire starter, dried leaves, dried twigs. Before you have a fire at home, you should check with your town office to see if you can have a fire due to the conditions, or again, your local fire department or the Maine Forestry Service. Always have water nearby so that you can put it out. Remember to not build it too big because you don't want it out of control. Looks like it might stay going tonight despite the wind here. Grab some wood to throw on there. You don't want to pack it too tight because you need the oxygen for it to burn. Mine's starting to get going here at the campground because it's in a container or a fire pit. We're good to go, even though it's a little windy. The backpacking magazine really had some other useful information. There's a lot online. Again, the forestry website or your local town office. REI has some information about stuff like this too. So there's a lot of good resources out there. This is getting going nicely. So you'll need paper or some type of dried material that you can crumple on the bottom, some small dried kindling, and then some bigger pieces like this to add to it once it gets going. I'm going to try this piece. This is mostly bark, so we'll see how that goes. Just kind of stack them across, not to lay it completely on top because you want it to still get some air. If it doesn't take right off, you can try blowing on it. I usually leave the ring off our fire pit, but we could put that on if we needed to. And now it is slowly going. Let's see in, but here's a view of inside. I also like to have the fire poker handy. If you don't happen to have one, a big stick will do. Just keep in mind that that could end up on fire. Once this gets going, it's good for cooking. You can heat your marshmallows up on it, have s'mores, throw some baked potatoes and tinfoil in the bottom. And now it's looking like it's going to end up going out. But always make sure you are doing it safely, have the proper equipment, water. I have a bowl of water off to the side. And just make sure that you've checked with wherever you are going to burn that it is allowable. Don't throw anything but wood or paper in your fire. Nothing that will explode. And again, check your resources. Do your research. Backpacking magazine, the town office, the fire department. Those are all great sources. And that will be it. I hope you guys can enjoy your evening, and hopefully you guys will get to have a campfire this year as well.